and Pain Gang, it's the bad guy Chico. Shot to Puerto Rico, and everywhere we go, Boricua's on the set like a big die, you know. Shark City Rumble, old Dusty Humble, swinging through your town like I'm George of the jungle. Move like a bundle, shine like the sun though, pop like a gun though, hit 'em with the 1-2, yeah, like mommy said, right across your head. I paid the cost to be boss, and I ain't had the bread. Rick, what that nigga said, he talking ish, he think he just plow to the neck, to the chest. Hey yo, I think he dead. Rico Squad not here for the whack whack. Shouts to the kid that's back, and that's a fact. Paying undefeated, it's where that he cheated, and how his man kick ass, quadriplegic. This is crazy. Cypher 730, ask the whole sector, we do niggas dirty. Emotional damage, too hard to manage. The half black Latin pancake, the savage. Ha! And that's word to more than I. Havoc, Randall, Randy, and then I. If you thinking HJ, Mexico's Big Irvin, all that's reppin' that Rico. Cause everything Rico, my heart, body, and soul, we the people. Rico! And they won't understand, we don't make friends, we only make fam, nigga. Rico! That be the flavor, love thy neighbor, slap thy hater. Rico! Wild children of God, and ain't nothing better than my Rico Squad. Rico! Cause everything Rico, my heart, body, and soul, we the people. Rico! And they won't understand, we don't make friends, we only make fam, nigga. Rico! That be the flavor, love thy neighbor, slap thy hater. Rico! Wild children of God, and they ain't nothing better than my Rico Squad. Rico! Shout out to Slums, son, for the few, nigga. Rico! Philly's finest, G Mojica, rather unique, nigga. Rico! Rico Squad, all my niggas up frente. Rico! Taca, taca, ta, taca, ta, Tito Puente. Rico! Rico Squad, all my niggas up frente. Rico! Taca, taca, ta, taca, ta, Tito Puente. Rico! 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 Rico!
What's good, people? You already know. Welcome to another episode of Smoked Out Society. I am your host, Havoc 3E. I'm the devil's advocate of Talk Your Ish, Just, and I'm the problem child for the Rico Squad. Y'all already know how we do, man. Y'all see the topic. We're going to wait, like we always do, for some more people to join the panel. We got a live one today, folks. As you can see, today's topic is in the title, but as we was doing this for today's show, apparently there was another school shooting in Tennessee. Another shooting in another fucking college. This shit is getting out of hand, folks. I got a lot to say about it today, so we're going to wait for some more people to join the panel, and we're going to have a good one. This is going to be a banger today, folks. You know how I like to start my show. I like to roll my little blunt, even though it's already rolled. About to light it up, smoke, listen to some little bit of music, and we're going to get it rocking today, folks. We're going to talk about it today. Definitely going to talk a lot about it today. First and foremost, I want to take this time and say a happy birthday to my better half, Charlene. You know, I want to wish you a happy birthday today. My baby mama, my love, my heart, my everything, my pain in my ass. You know, fucking be ready to fight the shit out of her. Yo, I'll fight her. Yo, I don't give a fuck, bro. But I love her to death. You know, she gave me my beautiful kids and everything. So once again, Cece, happy birthday, love. Happy birthday to you. Love you. That's what's up, baby mama. Happy birthday. You already know. But yeah, we got a good one here today, folks. We're gonna wait for some more people to join the panel. I got the blunt glowing. We're gonna talk about it, man, because you know what? I got something I want to say about the issue in Florida State, and I want to see how it plays out, because we had something that happens not similar, but something about the case that I want to see how it plays out. So don't want to speak much on it now. I'm gonna go ahead and play some music. Go ahead. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Good. Play a little bit of Pain's music till everybody starts joining. You already know, folks. As soon as we get a couple of bodies in here, we'll get the show going.
Hear my raps, they say that's how a thug feel. Feel my pain, you say, Al, nigga, son, chill, check the pop. It say, homie,
shout out to the motherfucker Rico Squad. You already know Latin Pain.
Real Latin pain, insane with the blood stain, stony the brain. Got slain, I'm in dumb pain. All of the rain is my life down a storm drain. Trying to maintain through my thoughts of a cold pain. Sing the song, it say something is going on.
Also, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button as you come in or when you leave it, folks. Like I said, we got a banger today. As I'm listening to this music, I'm trying to get some more information on that other college shooting that happened in Tennessee. So we got a double whammy tonight, folks. As fucked up as it is, we definitely got a double whammy tonight. Let's get up in here. Let's talk about it, people. Spread the word. Share the link out. Let's get it.
No, flip the page and say more. Everything wrong. Check my mom. She say, son, gotta be strong. Checking my, I've been strong way too long. Wear my shoes. I bet you probably could take your feet off. A day in the life of pain might bust the heat off. Far from soft, maybe calm, but not blinded. And this real life, real spit. You can remind me. I put a lot of work in the humble, so me how to survive the concrete jungle. Raised in the Bronx, participated in rumble, sting like a busy beat. No bumble, for many I love that ain't love me. I forgive but can't forget the world's ugly. So up around the edges, you might not wanna hug.
I see y'all in the bushes. For those in the bushes, man, it's okay to go ahead and hit the like button, man. Subscribe. Rico Squad, we in the building, man. We got a good one tonight, folks. We got a good one tonight.
It's lovely. I'm 1 in a million, maybe even 2. If it's in a billion, the real for a few. A popular loner, I don't need a crew. It take a bunch of you to do how I do. I ain't trying to brag, I don't like to boast. I'm just in my bag, a king deserves a toast. Don't praise me or praise the Holy Ghost. Please, Lord, forgive me for I done did the most. It's hard to be humble, hard to be good, but I done did my best in the worst of the hood. I'm watching shorties wildin', I don't think you should, but I understand being misunderstood. Said it's hard to be humble, hard to be good, but I done did my best in the worst of the hood. I'm watching shorties wildin', I don't think you should, but I understand being misunderstood. See, I done seen it all. I seen the smallest ball, I seen the biggest fall. Can't stop the reaper's call. So he remain humble, still G standing tall. But every time I grab a pen, I got a truth for y'all. Raised on that each one teach one lessons. Count up all your blessings, delete all your stressing. Born sinner, I repent, Lord, I'm confessing. Keeping it real, case solo, no question. Far from perfect, opposite the worth. Believer in Christ, but not in many churches. Cause so many things look good on the surface, so we must dig deep to see if it's really worth it. Cause everything that glitter and gold is fool's treasure, and mama never raised no fool, she knew better. From the true school rules down to the letter, and you ain't gotta like me, B. Whatever.
Hood Pharmacy DJs.
Brand new banger.
Now you probably never heard of me. Bicycle tone from the Bronx where many murders be. The block hot enough to give the devil a 3rd degree. Life's a bitch and she's sick, she needs surgery. Spit like this and I still can't blow. Cause the game screws dudes and I ain't never been a hoe. I had the option to sell my soul, but chose a better road. Cause heaven don't accept cash or gold. Lord forgive me, man, I'm probably wrong. I repent, then washing his blood and move on. And say to survive, you gotta be strong. I say you gotta be wise, cause one dumb move and you gone. I cut class for the street knowledge, cause I couldn't see myself all for the shit they teach in college. Maybe I'm wrong, don't wanna speak about it. I guess it is what it is, and it's it, and I don't even doubt it.
Hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Just waiting for a couple of more people to come on in before we start the show. I'm also trying to gather some more information about the other school shooting in Tennessee tonight. So we had 2 school shootings tonight, one in Florida State and one in Tennessee. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to also be talking about what the dumbass orange president said after the first shooting. Like, really, this man don't have nothing else positive to say. He's always got to say some stupid shit to put him in the wrong type of light. But like I said, you know how we do. I like to smoke, get the music going. Don't forget, man, hit that chat, man. Let me see some fire in the chat. If you're ready for this topic tonight, I see y'all. If you're ready for the topic tonight, everybody drop a fire in the chat. Let's go, bro. I want people to come up on the panel too, and I want to hear people's voices. I want to see how they react and feel about the situation. You know what I mean? I don't want to say stuff because I got a lot to say. But like I said, man, if you're really ready for tonight's topic, man, put a fire in the chat because this is going to be a lit one. I got information. I got videos for y'all. This shit about to be lit, bro. About to be lit. Also, if you want to join the panel, it's encouraged. The link is in the chat. I'm going to drop the link again. Let me finish smoking. I'm getting more information, and we're listening to Latin Pain, the king of the motherfucking Rico Squad. Smoked Out Society. We are in the building.
Exclusive hot new man.
It's like you're ashamed of me. Like, for real, you're so ashamed of me. I do my best to be my best. You keep me hidden from the rest. I mean, I guess you're ashamed of me. I guess you're ashamed of me. Oh, I can be, and you're hoping no one can see. It gotta be that you're ashamed of me. It gotta be that you're ashamed of me. In my face, you say it's love. Behind my back, I'm just a thug. It's such a shame that you're ashamed of me. Just such a shame that you're ashamed of me. I express just how I feel. You're upset that I keep it real. You're so ashamed, and it's lame to me. So effing lame. You're ashamed of me. The word tells you how you should be. I don't listen and just be me. And you got nerve to be ashamed of me? You got some nerve to be ashamed of me. I should be ashamed of you, and you should be embarrassed too. You should really be ashamed of you. You should really be ashamed of you. How quick you are to judge and how weak is all your love. I'm so ashamed that you're ashamed of me. Oh, so ashamed that you're ashamed of me. But I'm going to let you be, let you go. Forget me, please. I'll go be free since you're ashamed of me. See, I am free, but you're ashamed of me. Yeah, I'm free, but you're ashamed.
Hood Richard, Hood Richard, Hood Richard, Hood Richard.
Buck Road Beats. Salute. Joe, check it out.
Hood Pharmacy DJs.
It's Latin Pain, everything. Feel like we're spit. And this is dedicated.
Also, another thing is I want to give a shout out to Yak, Chicago's finest. He's a brother who just passed away. He used to come through every now and then and pull up on my panel, pull up on my channel. He showed me love. He did everything. I knew him from my previous family. So once again, rest in peace, brother. And my condolences to your family and everything. Once again, rest in peace to Yak City, man. Yak City finest, man. You will be missed, brother. You definitely will be missed.
To all the fake love I ever received. Yo, they don't really love you, they just say it. They think you a plaything, something they can play with. I got me a spray thing, something I can spray with. Stay up on my face or your face, I'ma spray it. I'm saying, they don't really love you, they just say it. They think you a plaything, something they can play with. I got me a spray thing, something I can spray with. Stay up on my face or your face, I'ma spray it. I'm saying,
Hood Pharmacy DJs.
frontin' like it's love, deep in heart, niggas hate. Shorty said it's love, we gon' make it to the wake. Then I found out the angel with light really Satan. I'm saying, the heart ain't a toy, why you playing? You done piss me off, I'll be born, leave you laying. You thought I was soft, I was kind, now I'm
You're now
raging.
listening to
Lost
some
all
bad
patience, the mind spinning, the heart racing. And I don't really want a conversation. All they do is lie, I'm the truth, what you saying? Yo, I gone like the kid at Jamaican. I don't understand how these real niggas faking. I'm saying, I starved, there was food up on your plate. And then I got the bag with some food on your plate. And then I got the bag, you was gone with the name. People do you bad, you get mad, say you hate. I'm saying, they don't really love you, they just say it. They think you a plaything, something they can play with. I got me a spray thing, something I can spray with. Stay up on my face or your face, I'ma spray it. I'm saying, they don't really love you, they just say it. They think you a plaything, something they can play with. I got me a spray thing, something I can spray with. Stay up on my face, so your face I'ma spray it. I'm saying, how to put my heart to the worst. God made me a gift, niggas treat me like a curse. People do you bad, you get mad, do you worse. I could be a bugged out thug, but it hurts. I'm cursed, cause I ain't never meant nobody harm. But you gotta bring it to these niggas, word of moms. Left hand looking funny at my right arm. My right hand scheming on me, everything is wrong. I'm gone, fam, make a nigga run away. You don't wanna leave, every reason not to stay. Treat me like a mutt, then you wonder why I stray.
Holding hands with her dad, Fatu Kita, we are not showing her face, doesn't seem to have a care in the world. Surveillance video captures how at one point the 7-year-old lets go of his hand, safely makes it across the street, but then chaos. Fatu grabs her stomach, she's been shot. Her terrified father picks her up, holds her tight, and along with others, runs for their lives.
She was just in total shock looking down at her wound. It was crazy.
Authorities say the gunman, a 19-year-old, along with a 17-year-old, popped out from behind the car. First anti-rat man action was held in Harlem. We've had rats the size of crap. Clock shoe? What's the average size baby running up and down the street?
Marty's 2 for 5.
Damn. They don't really love you, they just say it. They think you a plaything, something they can play with. I got me a spray thing, something I can spray with. Stay up on my face, so your face I'ma spray it. I'm saying, they don't really love you, they just say it. They think you a plaything, something they can play with. I got me a spray thing, something I can spray with. Stay up on my face, so your face I'ma spray it. I'm saying,
what the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? What?
I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm saying.
Lo mejor nunca se sube.
Give me a second, folks.
They said the eyes.
Big Irv is on the whole set. Let me run to the bathroom real quick.
Good. What's good? What's good?
Because I believed her when she looked me in my
Every time
eye.
I look, I want to go to the bathroom.
Since then, I learned to
All
trust
right,
more than what the eye can see. That be the vibe, B. Yeah. It's the vibe for me.
Hood Pharmacy DJ. And you know that there.
You ever felt like this? Like I don't know, baby. I don't know, baby. I don't know, baby. I don't know. And I don't know, baby. After all this time, I'm blinded by love crimes. Yo, this is so crazy. Please don't hate me, but it seems like you do when your truth ain't true. Like where you been lately. We was all great. Thought it was love and trust. Now I'm disgusted when I think of us. Why so cold, baby? Is this a game of love or lust? You play too effing much. Feeling used, baby. I give my all to get nothing at all. Like what's it for, baby? You say I'm yours, baby, but you not mine. Sometimes blowing my mind can take no more, baby. It was dope in the first stage, then we turned page. Now my heart needing first aid. You really hurt me in the worst way. Now I can't even say why I love you in the first place. I remember the first time I seen you. Fell in love when I really didn't mean to. I thought an angel above, it really seemed true. I never knew angels really be this mean, boo. I felt tricked, this some bullshit. You put your finger on the trigger of a love gun and pulled it. My heart ripped to a full split. I took a full hit, thought it was love, yo, how you do it? No remorse at all, you out living, not giving a spit how I'm feeling. I don't matter at all, I get madder. You heart snatcher, wait till come and catch ya. Backstabber, the most beautiful snake. Now I realize all the good times was fake. Told me that you love me to the day of my wake. Now ask me if I love you and all I'll have to say is I don't know why I love you. I don't know why I love you. I don't know why I love you. I don't know why I love you.
I don't know why I love you. What's good? Big Irvis on the set. Talk to me, brother. What's poppin'?
Yo, I told you when we spoke earlier there was a shooting in Tennessee. I just didn't get the full details on it. I just saw alert on my phone.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you got it.
We got two shootings.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we got two shootings tonight. One in Florida State. I got videos and everything. Thanks to Talkie It's Just, who uploaded a whole bunch of videos and stuff for the Florida State shooting. But as far as the Tennessee one, we're gonna have to YouTube that shit. We're gonna have to go old school and YouTube it. I got you up here. Let's go ahead and let's get it popping. Fuck it. Me and you always seem to get shit going. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and drop. Let's go. Go ahead, drop this here. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, because I don't know what was the second one. I know you explained the first one to me, but I don't know who was the shooter in the second one for Tennessee. I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
So, but I guess we'll get into it. Yeah, because I want to get his alert. I'm like, wait a minute, shooting in Tennessee, and then like another alert from Florida. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on here?
Yep. I'm bringing it up right now on YouTube, the Tennessee shooting.
Oh, you got the NYC background going on back there. Ah, shit. I mean, the backsplash, whatever they call that shit.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see. Why does it say 2 months ago? Police say that one student was killed when a student. Motherfucking Latin paint on the whole set.
On the whole set.
The fuck what's up, fellas? What's that? A dress? You wearing a dress, nigga?
What's good?
Who wearing a dress, nigga?
Shit.
You.
That's rocks.
This nigga climbing
rocks,
over.
My bad. That shit like
about
a dress,
to climb
nigga.
over,
like a skirt.
Climbing over somebody's fence, nigga. Don't be committing crimes while you on the penguins, bro.
Nah, man. I don't dabble in the crime no more, man. That shit didn't work the last couple of times, yo.
Yeah.
That shit don't work.
Well, folks, we got a couple of us on the panel, so we're gonna get it going. So today in Florida, this is what went down, bro. And this is not for the faint of people. If you don't have a stomach, this is not the spot for you. But this is what went down in motherfucking Florida today. Oh, shit is wild. Where the fuck did I just miss all this shit up? Oh, yeah. Here we go, folks. This is what went down in Florida today.
Chief Rebel indicated. Chief Rebel indicated. I'm Walt McNeil, Leon County Sheriff. First and foremost, let me express our gratitude to the responding law enforcement agencies in this community. Our citizens should feel some degree of comfort knowing that your law enforcement agencies are going to respond and do exactly what we did in this case, that is bring the offender to justice and to make sure that we do what we can to make sure we lock him or her up. Let me say to you, this is obviously a heinous crime. Our deepest condolences go out to the FSU family, the families of the students who are here, and we understand that you all have been devastated because of this person's actions. The question as it relates to who is the shooter is 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner, and he's the son of a Leon County Sheriff deputy. Our Deputy Eichner, has been with the Leon County Sheriff's Office for over 18 years. She has a tremendous job that she's done. Her service to this community has been exceptional. Unfortunately, her son had access to one of her weapons, and that was one of the weapons that was found at the scene. And we are continuing that investigation into how that weapon was used and what other weapons perhaps he may have had access to. The alleged shooter was also a long-standing member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office Citizen Advisory or Youth Advisory Council. So he has been steeped in the Leon County Sheriff's Office family, engaged in a number of training programs that we have. So it's not a surprise to us that he had access to weapons. This event is tragic in more ways than you people in the audience could ever fathom from a law enforcement perspective. But I will tell you this, we will make sure that we do everything we can to prosecute and make sure that we send a message to folks that this will never be tolerated here in Leon County.
This fucking lies. Oh, my bad. I was talking to somebody.
Yeah. All right, folks. I'm gonna go first because this shit has to be spoken about. Once again, shout out to Talk Your Ish Chess. I'll be up in a minute to help you. Good. Please, because this shit is crazy, man. We're going to go ahead and give Talk Your Ish Chess a couple of minutes. She's going to come on up and help. As you can see, I was trying to play the videos. I don't know if I played them in the right order or not. But we just heard what was just said. And I'm going to keep it real right now, bro. Before we get into this case, I want to remind everybody about a case that happened last year. Irv, we did a show about it. You remember the black little kid who went to school and shot the teacher and killed the teacher and shot another kid? Remember that he took his mother's gun?
Yeah.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, I forgot what state that was. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what state that is. Hold on a second. Folks, the queen is on the panel. Talk Your Ish Chess, the queen of the motherfucking Rico squad, has joined us. Also, you muted, Ma, if you're talking.
No, I wasn't muted. I come up with manners. I come up muted in case anyone's already speaking.
Oh, the hell is it? You can cut me off whenever.
Oh, I know that, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you are talking. All right, so what have you covered so far?
That video that you
Besides
saw.
butchering the videos.
One. Yeah, I just put that's the first thing we did anything. I was playing music, waiting for more people to come up and stuff like that. So we just basically started. And the first thing I said in between you coming up was I was telling Irv after listening to that video, watching that video with the chief of police speaking, I wanted to start the show off by reminding everybody about a show we had last year about the little 7 or 8 year old black kid that took his mother's gun to school and killed the teacher. You remember that?
I remember now. I remember, yeah.
Okay, and his mother basically burned for what her son did. We're gonna play that video again, and I want y'all to specifically listen to what this fucking captain said about the situation and how the kid had access to weapons that belonged to his mother, who was the a sheriff deputy or something like that. So
Okay, wait. So
Yeah.
hold on, wait. It doesn't always, in this case, it's kind of hard to pinpoint this whole situation to solely land on the mother because of the fact that the mother did work for several years for the sheriff's department. As you heard the sheriff himself say, that child,
18 years.
that kid was also in the sheriff's department youth help center. Okay.
Yep.
This kid has been studying about guns. This kid has been analyzing everything they do as police officers, what protocols they take. This kid knows the ins and outs. Okay. Yes, unfortunately, why I don't know, but they said that he did have full access to his mother's weapons. Now, maybe the reason he had full access to his weapons was because we have to remember at his age already, mother's not home, you know, there's a break-in or whatever the case is, you got to be able to defend yourself, you got to have access. Okay? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think they said that he's 20 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, so 20-year-old, yeah, you living at home with your mom, you need access to the weapons in case there's a break-in or whatever the case is. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm 100% shocked that he had access to her weapons case because, like I said, he is 21 years old already. She probably taught him how to handle the weapons, you know, the access codes and everything in case that there was a break-in. You know, because no parent is going to sit there and be like, well, you know what? My child is fucking disturbed. Let me not go and give him the access or whatever the case is. There literally were no signs that this child was mentally disturbed at all. You know, so there is a lot that they have to look into to find out what the hell happened to this kid and how did he get the other person involved, because there were two shooters. It was not one shooter. There were two shooters.
Oh,
Okay?
see, there you go, folks. Talk your ish jets with some breaking information. So there was apparently two shooters in Florida State, not one, two. But my
Correct.
rebuttal to, how do you feel about that, Irv? About what she just said? Because we were talking a little bit earlier about, you know, trying to compare this to that little black boy.
What do you mean?
We were, you know, you heard what Jess just said, you know,
Yeah.
It wasn't even what it was, you know, he had full access to his mother's shit because of the fact that he was already incorporated in the program. Basically, they didn't expect this kid to do this.
Right.
Do you still think the mother should be held responsible for something?
Yeah, to an extent. You know what I mean?
Because I feel they put a black mother in jail for 8 years for her son going to school and killing the teacher. I mean, honestly, Jess, you don't think the mother, even though she should be held responsible? We already know the fix is in due to the fact that she's a sheriff for 18 years.
I mean,
Well, here's the thing.
I was gonna say, let me say this real quick. I was gonna say, in my opinion, unless you're like in your house and the firearms are next to you, cool. But if you're gonna go shopping and then you leave that shit somewhere and somebody grabs it, that's your fault.
Right.
But I don't know the
Absolutely.
circumstances on that, so I don't know if the kid has the key to the lock. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Right.
So other than that, that's the way I see it. But go ahead, Jess.
Right. And I agree with her 100%. If you're one of those irresponsible parents that just goes and buys firearms and just leaves them anywhere, like, hey, my kid knows I leave this in the kitchen night drawer, you know, whatever the case is, then yeah, you definitely should be held responsible.
Fact.
But with this woman, her weapons were literally locked up in a safe.
Wow.
But the son, 20 years old, had access to his mother's weapons case. 20 years old, you need to be held responsible for that. The mother should not be held responsible because he is 20 years old. He knew that there was no reason for you to go into your mother's case and pull out her service weapons. Absolutely none whatsoever. You went in there with the intent to use those to do the destructive shit that you did today. You took the lives of 6 people. 6 people.
Injured 18
Okay.
others, I believe.
Right. Right. So in this case, unfortunately, I would have to say that I don't think that the mother should be held accountable for anything. He's 20 years old. He's an adult. He knew what he was doing. He was already planning this. This was premeditated. He already knew what he was going to do because he was at one exit and the other shooter who was killed on scene, he was at the other exit. You know, and it's so crazy because just the other day I was watching a show of his name is Dale Henson, and he was talking about how many school shootings they have been in 2025 already.
This is crazy.
But now,
yeah.
Here's the crazy part, and I agree with him 100%. And I wish I didn't delete the video off my phone, but I did because it was taking up space. He said, when it's a Mexican kid or it's a kid from, like, let's say that's Black or Palestine, you know, or one of these other foreign countries, the police are quick to kind of take action, you know, and shoot you dead on the scene if they're able to catch you. Or within a couple of days, they're ready to throw away the key. You've been, you know, convicted, tried, everything. Now, here we go here. He's been arrested, but that's all that everybody knows.
They walked him. Rumor has it. Rumor has it, Tokyo, it's just that he was walked out of there. But had he been Black, Spanish, or any other thing,
he was walked out of there. He was not handcuffed. He was walked out of there by police officers.
But had he been Black, Spanish, or any other race, he would have not even.
He would have been tackled, and he probably would have been shot on scene.
He would have been wheeled out of there. He would have been in the coroner bag right now.
Yeah.
How is this possible?
Yeah.
Like, this shit don't make no sense. Why for the minorities, y'all niggas is quick to kill, but for the whites, they're gonna spin this. I'm waiting for the spin, Jess. This is your field. Tell me how they gonna spin this. Oh, he was mentally stressed. He wasn't getting enough pussy.
They're already spinning it. They're already trying to say that he had mental problems. If he had mental problems, how is it that for over, I think it's over 10 years, you had him working as one of the youth counselors at the Sheriff's County Youth Center? If he had mental problems.
That's what I said. Somebody ain't think before they gave those answers.
Now, here's the other side part that they're already trying to spin. You got this kid right here. The kid from the Texas school stabbing. Now, you see this here. Okay? You see that there, right?
Yeah.
He was allowed to go home with an ankle monitor. Okay? Now check this out. People are already spinning that. People are already spinning that. Okay? There are people in the comments all over the place on Twitter, all over social media that are saying they don't want to hear a damn thing about what this white kid did at the Florida State University today because they let a Black kid who stabbed students at school in Texas out on bail. They lowered his bail. They sent him home with an ankle monitor, and he's been gifted money already.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. Does anybody remember that Carl Rosenheim was taken to McDonald's before he was taken to the precinct? Everybody remember that, huh?
Nope.
Was it how much was raised? How much did they raise for him, for his lawyers? I
Wait,
believe it
you said
was that Rosenhaus kid, the kid that went in
Oh,
there
you
and
talking
started.
about? Oh, you talking about Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they took that nigga to McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Let him eat his McDonald's, and then they took him to the and then they did a GoFundMe to help him get a lawyer, and that GoFundMe made almost close to $1 million. So, what are we talking about? It's just, are we really hating that a black kid is getting blessed?
Yeah, that Rittenhouse kid had no business being in that fucking part of the state. When I heard the story after it was over, I was like, get the fuck out of here. How you got this guy as a national hero?
And I still don't know, to be honest, too. Hey, Jess, I still don't know the truth behind what happened with that kid.
Well, my mom is saying the truth right there. My mom said the 2 white kids that were involved in the incident, they were the bullies of the school. He wasn't the first kid that was bullied. Okay,
this is going back to the Florida one you're talking about?
No, the Texas
this is going
kid.
back to the black kid.
My bad. The Texas. Okay, good.
Yeah. So they're saying, she said that they're saying that they're investigating the kid that was stabbed because he's one of those what you call the superior bullies, the one that goes around the school bullying every single kid that he comes in contact with. Okay, so they said that he was never provoked or nothing of the sort, or whatever the case is. He was provoked. They grabbed his phone from him, they broke his phone, and they began picking on him. The kid's intention was never to stab the other student in the heart, but it was one of those he fucking snapped moments and stabbed him. So now they're investigating the other 2 white kids that was stabbed, because they're like, wait a minute, from what everybody else in the world is saying, you guys were the ones that were bullying everybody, including this black kid.
So what's the deal with the fact about the tent? They came from another tent to fuck with him under a specific tent. Is that true?
Correct.
So oh man, this is crazy.
Yeah, I was reading something about that. They said the Texas laws, if I'm not mistaken, they were saying like if you pick on somebody, right, and then the person defends themselves, even if they like stab you or something or hit you with a baseball bat, if they figure out he wasn't the aggressor and it's self-defense, he could get off. Like some weird shit like that, if I'm not mistaken. I was watching some video earlier today and I was like, that shit is crazy. So I think that's why they're trying to like make it like that. Like if the kid was provoked for being bullied, he had to defend himself and he just, fuck it, I take this knife and boom, or the stress of aggravation. It's crazy. I gotta look for that article though. But yeah, all these states have different laws when it comes to self-defense and who's the aggressor and not, and what's considered a weapon and what's not considered a weapon. You can have a pencil in your hand. You stab a dude in the neck, they charge you with a felony or attempted assault, some bullshit. Attempted murder, or some bullshit. That shit is wild.
I'm sorry. The baby got that baby over crying and shit like that. I apologize.
Nah, it's all good.
I apologize, folks. So, yeah, man. I mean, like we were saying, it's just the justice for one person is not the same for the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how this kid was able to walk out of there without not even getting his ass whooped. He didn't even have no fucking handcuffs on. Like this shit is wild, bro. That shit is crazy. It don't make no sense. But had he been black, Spanish, or something, bro, they would have lit his ass up.
Yeah.
The sad part about it is if it would have been vice versa, if it would have been that it was a white kid that did the stabbing immediately they would have sat there and without a question of a doubt, they would have sat there and they would have said, no, the black kid is a bully. He was being racist towards the white kid, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. It's justified. But because it was the other way around, the white kid is the one doing the bullying and it was the black kid that did the stabbing. Now, all of a sudden, you know, it's a fucking issue.
So that's what it is. They're finding proof that the two white kids were fucking bullying everybody in the school. So they're trying to do whatever they can to make the black kid look bad, tarnish his fucking name for when they go to trial. Let me tell you something, yo. That black kid, I hope he has money. Well, he did. He did raise money because the parents moved into a gated community. They need to make sure they get themselves a good lawyer so that this kid can walk. That kid, that black kid needs to walk. He needs to be found innocent. And the white kid today that went into Florida State and decided to start fucking killing people, I'm sorry to say this. I know y'all saying that the mom really technically shouldn't be held responsible because they knew the kid was in a program or something. We have a black mother right now sitting in jail because her fucking 8 or 9-year-old went to school and shot and killed this teacher. I'm sorry.
But you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two. Why? What the hell is an 8-year-old doing? Well, if you let me finish, I could tell you, nigga. If you, your fucking cutoff game is impeccable. How is it? What is it that an 8-year-old is doing, having fucking access to a fucking gun in the first place? Answer me that question.
You right. An 8-year-old should not have access to a weapon. You are absolutely
right. An 8-year-old shouldn't even know that there is a fucking weapon in the home. This kid's mother, he is 20 years old. At 18, you are legally allowed to know where your fucking, if your parents are, by law, they have a fucking legal weapon in the home in case of a home invasion or anything. At the age of 18, you are legally allowed to be able to handle that weapon in case of a home invasion. So there is no comparison. An 8-year-old to a 20-year-old, there's no fucking comparison. Just because she's a black woman and the other kids is a white woman, there's no fucking comparison. Your child was 8 years old. Why the fuck did he have access to weapons in the first place?
I just feel that this white kid, you're right. I just feel the white kid is gonna get away. He's gonna get away with murder because his mother's a fucking. She's a sheriff deputy for 18 years. They're gonna find a way to fucking make this white kid get away with this, bro. And it's not right, man. I'm telling you, that's the fucked up part about it. This white kid is gonna walk. And then there was two active, so there was another active shooter. They killed him. This is my question. Why haven't they told the fucking press about the other shooter from the Florida State thing? Why are they keeping that under wraps? I find that highly fucking suspicious. Everyone thinks it was one kid in Florida that did the shooting, and it was actually two. What are they hiding from us about the other shooter? Who was the other fucking shooter? Why isn't that being mentioned? Why are we all attacking the one white kid whose mother's a sheriff deputy? What happened to the other kid? Why we don't have information on the other kid?
That's a very good question. That is a good question.
I find that highly fucking suspicious. Two shooters. One, you would have think that they would want to keep this kid's information under wraps too, being that his mother's the sheriff deputy for 18 years. But they put his information and her information out. Maybe because he's alive and the other one is dead, but that's still, I find that highly suspicious. Why you didn't tell us about the other shooter and let us know y'all shot him and y'all killed him?
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, it's sad. It really fucking is sad that, unfortunately, race has to come into thought before we have any fucking conversation. You know? But the bigger picture literally is that we can't even send our kids to school anymore. That's the bigger fucking picture.
This year is on pace for the fucking. This is gonna be a loony bin year, bro.
Yeah.
This is the year that just everything is falling apart. Wasn't it that flying was the safest way to travel? We could throw that out the window.
There was just a plane crash yesterday. You'll never see me get back on a fucking plane.
Another plane crash yesterday.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is out of hand. Let's see what other video is talking is just put up here first. Let's see. Which is this? This is a 20-second clip. Let's see what this is, folks. I guess I'm gonna say that as a student who was probably locked in their classrooms, because I'm almost sure that once they heard the shooting and everything, these schools probably went into that school shooting protocol where fucking people got locked, classrooms got locked down and everything. But that was still dangerous of that person to be looking out the window like that because they didn't know where the shots were coming from.
You know, this social media era, I got to record everything. They're stupid, but they do it.
That shit is fucking crazy, bro. It makes no sense. We got another video.
I posted this video in the chat. I was watching it earlier. It kind of breaks down the laws for the Texas thing. It was pretty cool. It was some I think it was a lawyer or something like that. She was breaking it down. If you want to click on that shit, I saw it before. Oh, okay. I see it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, bro. It's just when you sit here, you think about the whole shenanigans. It's just fucking wild, bro.
Yep.
It don't make no sense, man. Like there's just too much going on. My thing is, they kept us busy with Diddy while Donald Trump pulled the shenanigans over everybody's eyes and did what he had to do to fuck this country up. Now they start shenanigans again. What are they about to do?
Yeah, but I didn't know that kid had the key to the box, so that's a whole different story. So, like I said before, if she had that shit like in the fucking panty drawer, then I would blame her. But if she had it secured, if she trusted him, then I can't blame her for whatever reason.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. I mean, she was a very highly respected, deputy of the sheriff's department, 18 years.
Yep.
Always did impeccable job. She was always helping, the people and stuff like that. She's very well respected and stuff like that. So the sheriff himself said it. She's not the type to just leave a firearm just lying around. Unfortunately, he had access. For many reasons, he had access to where her weapons were and stuff like that. So that's why they're saying that.
I just want to know what was his motive.
What happened, Mommy? Mommy was saying something in the background.
Nah, she muted up.
Yeah, she was saying that maybe he picked the lock and stuff like that, but it wasn't that. It was just that he was granted access because, of safety reasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't like making assumptions. I want to know more. I can't. I don't want to be like, oh well, he took his mom's gun. He killed somebody. Fuck her too. No, there's more to the story. I don't really like jumping to conclusions. I never do that.
Right.
It's just like when Havoc said respectfully, well, in this state they did this. In this state, there's two different states, two different laws. You can't compare them. It's two different things. You know what I mean? The kid was 20. This other kid was 12, or whatever the case. You can't really make a comparison. I see what you're saying. You could make an argument, but it's it's not gonna work that way, man.
When you sit there and you look at literally all the details, you got a mother who was sloppy with where she was leaving her weapons, and her 8-year-old child grabbed a hold of it. Where you have a respected deputy who had her weapons locked up, but her son had access to them because they worked for the same sheriff's department.
Facts. Yeah, exactly.
You're right. You're right. This is another video, folks, that just brought up. So let's see. It's a reference to the situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were over in the loading bay right here next to it and started seeing everybody run. The maintenance guys were telling everybody to get out of the building. So everybody started coming out the back. And I mean, if they would have probably moved 20 feet further, they would have been on this side of the building, which is where he walked out. He came out. The shooter? Yeah, he came out this door right here, and then he saw the maintenance guy who was waving everybody, and I guess heard him probably, and turned and shot that way towards our direction, towards him. There's a golf cart over here with a bullet hole in it.
Yeah, we got a picture of
that blocked it. So that was meant for him. And then after that, he turned this way and started shooting out on the green. He didn't shoot many shots when he came outside. It was only like 4 or 5 shots, but he shot like 2 at our direction, and then he shot like 2 this direction, and that's the girl that got shot in the butt over here that was laying down for a while. They stretchered her off. She looked like she was alive, but I'm not sure. I hope that she is. But then he went back inside. I should have probably hid. I pulled out my phone and started videoing everything and came back out. I heard that there was a shotgun that never fired that they saw, so they had me looking in the bushes for a shotgun for a while.
And who's they? Had you?
The cops. The cops showed up very fast, like almost instantly. Tons and tons of cops showed up instantly. I mean, there were probably 20 cops within 5 minutes, just right there. But then, as well as the 100 that were out here.
Yeah. Did you see many shooters, like multiple shooters?
I didn't see multiple. There was only the one that was in here. But what I've heard is that they had one at each entrance. Mm-hmm. So I think that like this was the guy on this side, and then there was probably one on that side and one on that side.
Oh. So nobody was gonna get out, essentially.
Yeah, they had it planned. I mean, it seems like a coordinated thing. It was definitely coordinated.
And what were you doing?
Wow.
Okay, I got a question. Did y'all hear what I heard? Did y'all hear that he said that they had him looking for the shotgun in the bushes?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Does that make sense to y'all? That cops are gonna have a student looking for a shotgun and possibly put your fingerprints on the shotgun? That makes sense to y'all?
That's wild. Nah, hell no.
I think he was also looking for all the cap he was saying.
Yeah, that to me, I think he was just trying to. He was trying to look good for the cameras and stuff like that, because no police officers come to any students or anybody during a shooting and say, okay, everybody spread out and look for the weapon. No fucking cops say that shit.
Hell no.
All right, Timmy, I'm gonna need you to stop fucking fibbing, Timmy. God damn it, you're gonna get a fucking month in detention. I looked at that shit like, wait, what the fuck? This nigga just said the cops had him looking for the what? Boy, if you don't go take your ass back inside and shut the hell up.
Your capping ass. Try to get on the TV. Don't you owe somebody now they gonna whip your ass.
Probably. I was thinking that too. He's probably capping on TV trying to sound important.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ay, mi madre.
Exactly. Fucking go back to the dorm room. Yo, Dan, yo, Mike, did you see me on TV, man? Did you see that? All the girls, oh my God, the police were having you help them.
Yeah.
You need a fucking ass whooping.
But
no, nothing is safe anymore. Nothing is safe anymore. You can't send your kids to school because you don't know if you're ever going to see them again. You can't go to fucking work because there's always fucking somebody coming in being a fucking disgruntled employee and wanting to take the whole fucking building with them. Yep. You can't fucking fly your plane because planes are crashing. You got little kids walking around with forks just fucking stabbing people when their parents fall asleep. What the fuck?
You got the cops claiming to be fucking Food and Drug Administration workers walking into courtrooms, snatching motherfuckers out the building illegally when they're not supposed to be doing that.
We got a whole entire fucking Chico stick that's running the fucking presidential office. Like, what the hell? Jesus, we're living the real life Final Destination.
You want to know how embarrassing and bad the Trump administration is? That they invited the whole entire Penn State football team to take a picture in the White House. Do you believe the vice president dropped the trophy, the gold trophy, broke it?
Yep, I seen that shit. Yeah. And all he said about this entire school shooting was, it's very sad. This is very, very sad. And we're going to be keeping posted on everything. That's literally all he fucking said on it. Like, that's it. I don't want to leave the house anymore. Like, you know how fucking crazy it is to turn on your fucking social media and you look and there's a video of a woman, a black woman at that, a woman sitting there with her slipper trying not to slap the shit out of a little fucking girl because the little girl's sitting there stabbing her with a fork.
That's wild.
And the mother was sleeping. I would have grabbed that fork. I would have got up and I would have stabbed the mother. Like,
Damn.
hi, hello, you're sleeping. Excuse me. I'm repaying what your child just did to me. That, and then I'm gonna kick the shit out of your child across the fucking plane. You know, and the sad part is that people are so quick to run to the mental problem. The little girl had nothing wrong with her except she was a fucking demon child. That little girl had no mental disabilities, no nothing.
Yeah.
She was one of them little fucking demon children that the mother and father let them run amok and let them do whatever they want to and don't say or do shit.
Yep.
Let me be on a fucking plane and a little fucking kid comes up to me and stabs me. I'm gonna kick you across the motherfucking plane and then I'm gonna find your parent and I'm gonna stab your parent with the same shit that you just stabbed me. Fucking little Chucky ass niggas.
Yeah, we're living like in a Twilight Zone, like the show.
Yeah. And then did y'all see her face? She's standing there holding on, gripping the fucking fork, and she's like, nah, I'm fucking you up, Annabelle. Me and Annabelle, we going toe to toe, okay? Because no.
It's gonna be real fucking interesting, yo. I think this is gonna be one of the most violent summers we've had in a long time, due to all the shenanigans and all the stuff that's crazily going to happen.
Do you know that there's a lot of places that are preparing to lose a lot of money because people don't want to travel as much as they used to before?
Nobody want to come here.
I believe it.
Nobody wants to travel, period. Nobody wants to do anything because you just don't know the fucking outcome of anything.
Yep.
I'll order takeout. I'll order groceries. I'll order alcohol, all to be delivered in my house. I'm staying home. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's how I feel like living in the city. Like people like, yo, bro, I'm gonna go to Manhattan. Nah, man, Manhattan be wilding out there. I'd rather hang out at home. Or somewhere local that everybody knows me down the block. But to go out to another borough and go chill, get the fuck out of here. You ain't catching me in the Bronx. You're not catching me in Manhattan. Those are the two worst places. Times Square is always popping off. Some fucking psychopath running around naked with a knife or some crazy shit. Nah, fuck that. If I want to go,
what we gotta do to that nigga? Look what we gotta do to that nigga.
Oh shit! I just peeped it. Yeah, I'd rather go to like Long Island where it's quieter. You know, other parts of Staten Island or whatever. If I gotta go do something,
right?
But to go to the city itself or another borough, that's fuck that.
Yo, you see that nigga? Can you see him backstage or no?
Nah, I can't see him backstage.
Look. Oh, welcome back, sir.
Damn. And now you're playing with power, superpower.
Yeah, abracadabra. Now you see me? Now you don't.
No, you don't.
Okay, sir. You were supposed to go live yesterday to tell everybody how it went when you met your father.
Yo, you must have read my mind, Jess. I was about to say, if you're done with the topic, so tell us how New York went. That's what I wanted to hear. You just read my fucking mind.
Well, let me tell you something. First of all, a couple of things happened that was sad. There was some happy, there was some sad, and there was some fucking crazy, bro. The main reason to go to New York was to go see a specialist for my daughter, for her vision, because some asshole up here, doctor, gonna tell us that she's gonna be fucking blind and shit like that. Freaked us the fuck out, so we booked it. We was gonna sit there and it was fucking retardation. It's just sad how we were treated here, and we go to New York and they treated us with respect and everything. We had a doctor sit down with us and break it down for us, piece for piece, on what was wrong with my daughter's eyes, what was going on, what's the situation. He explained everything to us. I mean, shit, I seen the inside of her eyeball for the first time in my life, bro. So how it connects to the brain and all that shit. Shots of my own daughter's eyes. He explained everything and shit like that. And we got the good news. Everything was perfect. He broke us down. He gave us, insurance. Like he did what we couldn't get in Virginia. We got in New York. Now, I hate to make it a race thing, but y'all know Havoc. I'm the devil's advocate. I always throw it in there. It's sad. We go to a white doctor up here in Virginia, but it was a black doctor that did right by us in New York. Come on now, folks. What the fuck is going on, man? What the fuck is going on? That was the first thing that pissed me the fuck off over the whole situation. But that was nothing because the surprise was yet to come. And it was cool because the whole day, you know, his wife kept calling like, where you guys at? Where you guys at? You know, we wound up leaving a little bit later than normal. Niggas was tired. We was driving. You know what I'm saying? We had to go do other things. We went and chilled at Hamad Duke's house and everything. Saw the in-law. It was pretty cool and everything and shit. So when we finally got there, yo, the shit was awesome, bro. The shit was awesome. We called his wife and everything. I'm like, yo, we downstairs and everything. So she told him she was going downstairs to walk the dogs and shit like that. It was pretty cool, man. And she came down, she got us, we hugged. She's like, oh my God, thank you, this and that. He don't know nothing. He was basically in the room, doped out. So when we went upstairs and shit, the kids came in and they positioned themselves. And he came out the room and shit like that. The first person he saw was my daughter. He's like, what the fuck? Who's this little person here? And then when she turned the light on, I was like, you know, what's up, old man? Ah, man, that man turned around, bro, and that shit was an emotional fucking roller coaster, bro. Like, this shit was awesome, bro. It felt good, man. Like, when I hugged him, it was a hug and a love that I needed that I haven't had in so many years due to the fact that, you know, my mom left me, you know, almost 15 years ago. She chilling up now in heaven. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he was happy to see me. You know, he was emotional. You know, he couldn't believe it. You know, all the grands were there. He got to see his grandkids. You know, I'm his only child. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this was something that was making, you know, he didn't even know we was coming down. He wasn't even expecting to see us until like the goddamn fucking summer or something. So it all worked out, man. It was all worth it. You know, we wound up going to see him again before we wound up leaving. You know, he was happy. It was emotional, man. You know, he embraced wifey, you know, and it was cool, bro. You know, he was in love with the kids, infatuated. We took massive amount of pictures. It was awesome, bro. The man woke up, made breakfast for the whole fam. Like, yo, it was fucking awesome, bro. Tell you, man, it felt good, man. What's good, Boston Cuba? Yo, it really felt fucking good to see that man. You know, and I felt like I lifted the weight off my shoulder because the man know that, you know, his name is gonna carry on. You know, I got 7 sons, man. I got 6 boys. You ain't got to worry about it, bro. That's we're gonna carry you, man. We're gonna do right by you. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. It was awesome, bro. That hug, man. When I hugged him, you know, it was powerful, bro. It was really, really fucking powerful, man. It was a really, really good fucking feeling. You know what I mean? You know, it was something that I was missing in my life. You know, 47 years in the making. You know, it don't get no better than that, bro. You know, we had a good talk. He explained everything to me. You know, he was honest with me and shit like that. We chilled. You know what I'm saying? I told him I would have had more time. I would have chilled with him. You know, old man. You know, one thing I kept joking. I was like, damn, thank God you don't have no receding hairline at 69 years old and you still got hair. I know that's right. I ain't gonna go bald. That's a good thing. That shit is crazy, though. But let me see. I'm trying to find something and shit like that.
Man, that's a great story, bro. That's awesome,
yeah,
bro.
this shit was crazy,
Facts.
bro.
I like hearing shit like that.
It
To be
was,
honest with you, I love hearing positive shit, man. Facts.
Man was in jail since 1976. You know what I mean? It's crazy, you know. Came out a couple of years ago, and the first thing his mission was to track me down and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope.
The shit was crazy, man. But I don't know if
Boston, how you doing? Hi, big bro.
Wait a minute.
Look at
Oh,
you. Little
shit.
down,
Okay.
down.
There you go, right there.
Yeah, y'all look alike.
Yeah, I do.
Put some hair on your dad, and we got Havoc number 2.
Yep.
Well, technically Havoc number 1 because you came out of him.
Oh,
Pause.
shit.
His nuts.
Pause.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Y'all got the same forehead.
They got the same nose. They got the same nose and
Yep,
cheeks.
yep. And the chin too. Look at that. The same ear. Yep. There's no denying that. You was definitely his seed. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
That's dope.
It was crazy, man. Strong for his, strong for his age, man. For 69, but then again, you know what I mean. You've been in jail since 1976. You come out in 2022. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
That
in there?
motherfucker swole.
Hell yeah.
He's slim though. He's just slim. You know who he reminds me of? From Dragon Ball Z, the old man, Kemcha. You know how he's
Oh
skinny, but he's
yeah.
just all cut up and shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh shit, motherfucker out here lifting.
So is your dad is the one that's Dominican, right?
Yeah, my father's
Okay.
Dominican. My
I was
mother was.
about.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was gonna ask that too. Like, is he the Kelo K?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the Kelo K.
Right.
Yeah. How old is he? You said 68?
69.
69.
69?
Pause.
Yeah, definitely pause.
Yeah, he just turned 69 in April.
Oh, excuse me, ladies. My bad. There's no vaginas up here but me. Gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen. Let me be the first one to say happy 76th birthday to my queen, my mother,
Oh shit, that's
the
right.
Wolf Queen.
Birthday. That's right. Happy birthday to the motherfucking mother of the Rico squad. Happy birthday, mommy. That's right. Her birthday's the day after Charlene's. And once again, shout out and happy birthday to my better half, Cece. I love you, girl. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
happy birthday. Happy birthday to me and mom. Happy birthday to oh shit.
Damn, this is a crazy month, man. So I know a lot of people who in this month have birthdays. This shit is wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking wild.
Yep.
You Aries motherfuckers. Goddamn Aries.
Aries. Like the god.
Uh-huh.
That's what's up, Boston Cuba. Thank you. Just to let her know.
Huh? What?
Boston Cuba, I put happy birthday, mama, in the chat.
Oh, Boston Cuba said happy birthday. Thank you, mijo. Thank you.
Now,
Yes.
yeah, but that was like I said, that was a meeting in the making, bro. It felt good, yo.
Yeah, that's why I told you. You was like, yo, I'm gonna try to stop by. I was like, my man, once you see your father, you're gonna be stuck on that, bro. There's always next time.
I cried when I left. I cried because when I know when me and Charlene were leaving and shit like that, and we were walking off, and he was like closing the door, like I had peeped that he had, I could see that his eyes got mad glassy and shit, like he's gonna let a few out and shit like that and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little note walking down the stairs, and Charlene over there looking at me like, you see? I'm like, what? Come on, let's go. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, man.
After that, we had to do it before we left New York. When it hit White Castles up. We had to
are you fucking crazy with a 6-hour car drive?
Oh my God, we hit it. We survived. But you want to know what's so crazy? And this is the first time that I ever go to New York. I didn't eat no Chinese food down there. I couldn't do it. Not after watching some of the videos, especially that lady that found the rat that it was supposed to be sweet and sour chicken, and when she picked it up and she busted it open, it was a fucking rat that had been fucking.
Yeah, that's why I don't be watching all them videos, because if you leave it up to people, you'll starve to death. Because you'll think that. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that be faking a lot of fucking shit just to get fucking likes and views when they be finding shit in their fucking. There was one girl, she went viral because she found a fucking rat in her fucking McDonald's Big Mac. It was no fucking rat. She brought a fake ass fucking toy on Amazon, put it in her Big Mac, and she forgot that she was on fucking camera when she was whispering it to a friend of hers, because she passed it to her friend. A friend was like, I'm not gonna grab that. She's like, it's fake. I got it off of Amazon. They used it against her in fucking court.
Fucking dumbass. So the countersuit, oh Lord, she's broke.
Yeah,
You
just throwing that pork fried rice, Havoc. You fucked up. I would have ate that.
Right. I would have went to the fucking
I don't
Chinese
know,
place.
man. I had no
beef and broccoli, some rib tips.
I had no cravings to eat nothing down there, bro, and I was disgusted. Like, what
You
the
know how much I'm dying to go to New York to go to a fucking authentic Chinese place and be like, yo, let me get an
yo,
order of chicken wings, some French fries, and pour hot barbecue sauce everywhere.
yo, but
I'm
you know
dying to
what,
do
Jess?
that.
Believe me, Jess, I would have wanted to too, a half a chicken because I don't exist out here. But like, yo,
Oh
it was so
yeah.
the air stink down there. It was so dirty. Oh my
Nigga, the
god.
air always stunk. Nigga, you was immune to it because you lived there.
Yeah, but it was
Pretty
like, oh
much.
my god, yo, it was just the prices are through the fucking roof. Like,
No,
get
that I could believe.
That I
I'm
could believe because
yo,
I've
man,
seen it.
this shit is just out of pocket. Y'all doing too much down here, man.
But nigga, White Castles, you lucky you ain't shit in that fucking car, bro.
That's what
Nah,
I'm
bro.
saying. Like, you ain't had to clench your butt cheeks when you was driving home, nigga.
Nah, bro. Actually, I made it home and everything. We were good, bro. I bought it. I just wanted it. It was something that I was craving that we craved last time that we never stopped.
Nigga, I would have left them on home in the driver's seat and just keep it.
Like, I see you later. Have
Okay.
a big herb. Like, yo, why smell like shit in here, man? What's going on?
I would have been like, let's get some White Castles and a pampel. I'm gonna need that shit.
You
Dead.
know what's cool about it though? The food that had made it fresh. We actually saw when they were making it, so it wasn't like fucking something they pulled out. It was actually fresh right then and there. I was like, oh, okay. At least
Nah, White Castles has always made their food fresh. Always, always.
they stepping their way though. I mean, shit, the patty's butter paper thin. All you gotta do is put it on there or turn it over.
Facts.
It's good.
Facts. Yep.
Nah, but it
Nah,
was
but that's dope though. That's dope that you took that step. You know, that's really dope that you did that.
It was, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I
that's
told my
that's
pops,
fire.
I told my pops, you know, let's try to make a move so he can come out here and visit and shit like that.
You
Another
should
thing,
have taught him how to use YouTube so we can see what the two Havocs on a fucking panel. That's what you should have did.
I told his wife she subscribed to my channel and everything like that. She definitely subscribed and stuff. You know what it is? You know what? As funny as it is, and you know, I was joking him a little bit, and he was laughing about it himself because he knows what it is. The man been in jail since 1976. You're gonna come out in 2022. This motherfucker's lost in the sauce and anything that we got technology.
Nigga,
Yeah.
that nigga went to
You
jail.
lost
He didn't
in it
think
too.
Atari was out.
You stupid! That nigga said Coleco was the shit.
Yo, the motherfucker came out. What the fuck is a PlayStation 5? He missed 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Regular
You kidding me?
PlayStation. Word. He missed
I'm
Xbox.
telling you.
Yo,
Jaguar. He missed
if you think
Sega.
about it, he was on the
Steve
trains when
Jobs.
they had graffiti on it, nigga. There's no more graffiti on that shit.
He was on the train when they were tokens, my nigga.
Facts.
You know what the fuck is? I'm gonna ask him too. Like, yo, pops, the last time before you know, what did the train look like?
Yo, remember it used to be the yellow gate. That's how I used to hop.
All right, so you said he went in at what time? What year did he go in?
1976. Damn, bro, he missed a lot, bro.
I was 1 year old because I was born in 75.
Yeah, I was just born. You got me by a year. Damn, yo, this nigga missed a lot, bro. What the fuck?
Yo, he went to prison when rent was below $500.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me. He had told me too. It was funny. He was like, he was joking about that too. Like, yo, but this shit out here with these rent is crazy. I was like, why you say that? He was like, man, before I went to jail, man, my apartment was only $250. I had a 3-bedroom. I was like, hey, cat. Yo, I swear to God, I had him dying. It was like, yeah, my apartment was $250. I had a 3-bedroom. I was like, hey, Pasa! I was like, what the fuck? Nigga, how big was it though? You was in a room like this? I think it was sleeping or standing up. Nah, but that's
Yo,
the shit.
check this shit out. My mother said in 1960, 68, ma? 1960, and my mom was paying $100 for rent.
Look at that shit. Stop playing. Stop fucking playing.
Crazy.
That's
All right, so
crazy.
wait, I got a question. Your pops, when he went to prison, he was married to the wife he got now, or he met her while he was in prison?
That's a good question. He must have met her while she was in prison. That's the only way. Or he met her when he came out then. I probably met her when he came out. 'Cause remember,
Probably, yeah.
yeah.
It's been
But
it's been a minute.
you know what I'm saying? But I felt bad for him, seeing him, he told me, they threw a bomb in his cell, they cut his face, you know what I mean? But it was rough for him in there, he said he learned a lot, he's rough. He knows how to play the guitar, he can play a piano. Well, he's fucking.
Let me tell you something. Take it from me. My father did almost 12 years in prison. And there's always going to be things that happen in prison that they will never, ever speak about.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what's so funny, Jess? You saying that? And, yo, you and Charlene kill me, yo. Y'all motherfuckers are alike, yo. Ooh, that shit pisses me off. I want to fight both of y'all niggas at the same time, bro. Swear to God, yo. But she said that shit earlier, too. She told me, he'll be open.
Wait, what you just said now, Havoc? Your mic cut off. What you said?
I said that you and Charlene, I be wanting to fight y'all niggas because y'all exactly the same. Because she said.
Suck my dick.
That's fucked
up. I knew where she was going when she said, repeat that. I couldn't hear you. I already knew it.
Oh, nah, man. I need that meme. I need that meme. I need that one, yo. Kick it. I get
Yeah, I already knew she was going to go there. When she was like, repeat that again. I said, oh, here we go. You about to get set up.
I set myself up for that one.
You sure did.
Sigue fumando, coño.
Let me see if I find that shit. Meme. Ay, que pasa?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's cool, though.
Yeah, but yeah.
He missed out on
awesome,
a lot.
Bro.
Yeah. Damn, yo. Yeah, a lot. But it's dope, he got to meet you. Y'all got to, bond with each other. He got to see his grandchildren. So, yeah.
And I told him straight, I said, what you couldn't live with me or you couldn't do with me, you got the chance to do it with your grandkids now. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to fucking, live life, he already did something that I didn't even get to do it with my son, but he was able to do it with my son. A lot of Brandon was in New York for his 21st birthday, my oldest, and my father went with him and celebrated with him. Went to a bar with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's
with my
fire.
oldest. And I said, go ahead, Dad, go with him. I said, Brandon, go with your granddad. I'm in Virginia. I can't be there with you. Go to the bar. Go spend your 21st. Buy your first shot with your grandfather. Experience something. I said, what you couldn't get with me when I was 21, go get it with your grandson, yo. Go experience that shit. See how beautiful it is. And the motherfuckers went to a bar, man. That shit was pretty fucking cool, man.
That's fire.
Nice.
That's nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, see? Those are the things that, those are the things that are just more important, these days. It's not all the bullshit that be going on and stuff like that. Those are the things that are just more important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to the people that's watching in the bushes. Don't catch a thorn up your ass. Hit the like button at least.
So wait, I got a question. So you said you was in an orphanage at some point?
Who?
You?
Yeah. I remember my mom gave me up January 22nd, 1985.
I was about to ask you that. Did she pass away and you went to the orphanage, or she gave you?
No, she chose, and this is why I tell a lot of people. At the end of the day, I respect my mom's, and I forgive her. Before she left us, we had to sit down, and I respect her decision. I told her we could have did it differently. Yeah, we definitely. Oh, we did before she left us. You know what I mean? Before she went to heaven, we definitely reconciled. And I told her, I asked her, why did you do what you did? You know what I mean? She said, look, man, the reason why I gave you and your sister up was I didn't want to drag you guys down the road that I was going. I had chose drugs over you, and I knew if I would have kept y'all by my side, something bad would have happened to y'all because I was fucked up. I was doing drugs. I was on my crack shit. It was too much for me. So I chose to give you guys up. So I was like, damn, if you were going to do that, you could have left us with family. And she was like, you know, her pride was so much, she didn't want to leave her responsibility with nobody. Because she did, for what I understood, you know, now that I met my father, you know, she even said it too. You know, the reason why she didn't leave me with my father's mother was because they were going to ship me to DR. Because his mother was too old and he was in jail at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So she didn't want to do that. And then her mother, which was my grandmother, was too old too. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't want to do that. So she gave me up to the system. You know what I mean? Am I mad about it? Yeah. Did I forgive her for everything? Yeah. Did I forget?
You have to, bro. Because that shit will kill you. I know people that had issues with their parents for whatever reason, and they passed away. To this day, they fucking like regret it, bro.
You know, and I had a lot of anger towards her. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, throughout the years,
of course,
forgive her
naturally.
You know, I forgive her, and I explained to her why I was mad and shit about it and everything. But then she gave me her reason. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you got your closure.
You know, I got my closure, and it was so crazy that at an older age, before I had my first kid, you know, me, her, and my sister all moved in together into her crib. You know what I'm saying? Into her apartment. Once she got her life turned around to try to, you know, to try to experience what we didn't experience with her when we were younger. You know what I'm saying? To give her the fucking, you know, to see, you know, how we would have been if we would have been together as mother, son, you know, mother, son, and daughter. You know what I'm saying? How it all would have played out and shit like that. But it was fun, bro. It was life as it is. It was cool.
Good. It's a good story. So what's your sister at? You still talk to her?
Nah, be honest, me and my sister right now, we had a falling out.
Gotcha.
I haven't spoken to my sister in about maybe 5-6 years.
Well, okay. Nah, I can understand that.
Probably a little bit longer than that, you know, and a lot of it has to do because of her daughters, you know. At the time,
I got you. You don't gotta get into detail on here, but yeah, I get it. I got an older brother. Me and him go back and forth fucking years. And it's like we're cool 1 minute, the next minute I haven't heard for this motherfucker in a year. Somebody told me he got back surgery. I was like, God damn, he ain't telling me that shit. I was like, fuck it. It is what it is. So at the end of the day, I feel like I'm the only fucking child. But that's some real shit, because that's the thing I don't like. Like in my family, there was a couple of people that went to jail, and I knew they went to jail, but they wouldn't admit it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But then they will criticize you as a person, like, oh, why the fuck you did this? Why the fuck you did that? Who the fuck you criticizing me? I never went to jail. This nigga's doing fucking a bid for fucking stealing credit cards. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like. I respect the whole like Latin Payne's transparent. He keep it real. Just tells her story. You know, you tell your story, and then, you know, I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I tell my story. Like, you know what I'm saying? We keep it real. A lot of my relatives, they're all full of shit, bro. They got more fucked up situations than I have, and you know they'll hide it. But then when it's quick to turn it on you, they'll spin it on you like, oh, you know, you did this bad. Man, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been to no fucking jail. Not that I'm knocking it, but you know, I never been to that shit. But there's niggas in my family, there's people in my family have been in jail for bullshit, and they don't admit it. At least keep it real. I respect you for it. I'm not better than nobody. We're all human. You feel me? So it's like, you know, that's the thing with me. Is it's like, fuck it, man. I just, you know, we're cool. We click. I tell you what I gotta tell you. That's it. But if people want to fucking hype, that's the thing. Niggas do bad shit, but they want to criticize you when they're doing worse than you. That's not fair. Then when you call them out, you're just an asshole. No, I'm not being an asshole. It's just I'm telling the truth. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, you walked off. I got you. Yeah, that's my problem. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem with people today. Like they just want to hold up a certain, you know, they want to hold up a certain. I forgot the fucking word. But they want to hold up a certain title and think they're better than everybody. Like they don't have, you know what it is? People think that they don't have no flaws. So my family, not all of them, but I know on my father's side, I don't fuck with them a lot. But they always feel like they're above him. You know, oh, we don't have these problems. I go to church. Yeah, you're church, but every weekend you're getting drunk, you're taking drugs, and you're fucking up your boyfriend, and the cops are coming over to lock you up for domestic. That shit ain't normal. I don't give a fuck if you go to church or not. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to find the Tennessee shooting.
So, you know, hearing a story like yours, you know, after all these years, you finally meet up with your pops. That's dope, man. That's good shit. Because I'm tired of hearing about negative shit, man. Fuck negativity.
This shit is crazy.
I'll be the first person to be like, hey, man, somebody tell me, hey, man, I got this job. Word? Yo, this is the job you wanted? Yeah, yo, congrats, bro. Let's go for a drink. You know, most people don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Hold on a second.
A lot of people will talk about your downfall more. They don't talk about your accomplishments. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here.
And that is true.
It's
I'm
a
just
fact.
my anger is, why is this white kid alive? But yet,
Oh, this shit? Yeah, I know. It's just
yeah,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit don't make no sense. You know, and then now we have another shooting, and I'm trying to find the Tennessee shooting. Like, this shit is just it's something out the movies. It's something out the motherfucking movies.
Yeah, it is. You can't make what they say. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, you can't. No matter what you do, you cannot make it up. Hold on a second, baby.
Uh-oh. Give him the BB. That's an old school word.
You want your booba?
At BB? My mother used to always say that.
I'm trying to find it here. I don't see the shit about the Tennessee one.
Yeah, like I said, I got an alert for it, but I didn't look into it. I just heard about it. I was like, another school shooting. Fuck it. I don't want to get into that shit. And I went back to fucking playing my Star Wars game.
Fucking heartbreaking, you know. At the end of the day,
No,
it's
it is.
fucking
It is.
sad. And then what
It
got me
is.
mad too is, why didn't they tell us about the other fucking shooter? Why did they keep one shooter specifically under wraps? That's a little sussy right there. So that got me thinking, who the fuck is the other shooter?
Oh, pop up. Not everything's a secret.
Shit is crazy, bro.
But that's just me. Like I said, like you hear so much negativity, you don't want to hear it no more. So that's why I was like, man, another school shooting. I don't want to hear this shit. Shit's depressing. So you just go back to into, you know, something that ain't got nothing to do with it. But I don't have a problem like talking about it if people want to talk about it. We'll shoot the shit. Fuck it. Get it off your chest. Get it anybody else's chest.
Even that, we're about to pull it up right now. I mean, there gotta be more information behind this shit.
Let's go. Pull that shit up, bro. Pull up your fucking CNN, ABC. This, that, and the third. You heard?
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what? Hey, why you dropping stuff, buddy? Oh shit, no, I wasn't supposed to stop it.
Yo, you tell your pops you got a podcast or you ain't got enough?
Yeah, I told him he subscribed to it and everything.
Oh, okay.
I put notifications so that when I go live, he go ahead.
Watch it. Salute to him.
Yeah, he might be. He actually might be.
He might be in the bushes because he don't know. He hasn't figured it out yet.
Why is filing your taxes with Free Tax USA different?
Yeah, shout out to Live Now.
Tax returns are free.
People behind us.
I remember when YouTube didn't have commercials, bro. It was just regular.
We do want to bring into the conversation some of these figures and individuals, friends of Live Now, who we unfortunately have to call in stories like this, and they include our colleagues there, CEO of Global Security Group, David Katz, and with Byrna Law Enforcement there, Josh Sherrard. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us here. I know you've been following the developments all throughout the course of the day. David, I'll start with you here. This is a college campus, Florida State. Thousands of students are enrolled there. This took place in the student union. We don't really have many details about how the shooting suspect was neutralized. We do know law enforcement did wound him in the shooting to neutralize that suspect in the hospital. But talk about some of the security parameters and measures that a college can take here? Because I want to point this out and reiterate this. Back in 2014, 11 years ago, 3 people were shot just outside and inside the entrance of one of the main libraries on the campus of FSU. And unfortunately, FSU is not a stranger to these mass casualty attacks, the latest one happening today. How does a university guard itself against this?
That's an excellent question. You know, from the overall security posture, you have a college campus which largely is open, so you don't have the ability to control access. What you need to do, and we've done this, I mean, I've been involved in active shooter response training for at least 30 years now. Individuals need to be trained. So what does that mean? That means you're not, in many other emergencies, it could be a fire, it could be weather related, it could be any other dozens of different type of emergency situations you can handle top down. In other words, in the case of a fire, the fire command center issues an alert and then tells people what to do, evacuate, stay in place, whatever the situation may be. Active shooter response is completely different. Why? Because without exception, the people who have the greatest amount of instant information are the ones who are immediately adjacent to the incident. So those individuals need to be trained. And from what I can see, they took largely the right approach. People were barricading themselves. They were moving to safety as quickly as possible. You mentioned the response of law enforcement. If again, you know, it's very, very early, but apparently there was a training day that was scheduled for this precise day. Whether the shooter knew that and tried to take advantage of it or not, the fact is that prepared individuals from law enforcement from the college were nearby and were able to respond in a very timely manner. But again, it's the individual training that has to be first and foremost. And apparently they did get some information to their students because they seem to know at least the basics of what to do.
Yeah, we also know that the 2 decedents here who tragically lost their lives today were not students, though. Multiple others were injured. Our colleague at Fox 35 in Orlando, Marie Eden, as in her reporting that conference or update from law enforcement. And what's also so cruelly ironic and tragic about the nature of this 20-year-old suspect, his name, Phoenix Eichner, is the son of a sheriff's deputy there in Leon County. She had his mother's weapon in a mass casualty attack like this. What goes through your mind coming from law enforcement?
I think that if we heard identified was, I think one of us are fairly shocked. You know, since Columbine was dedicated.
Hey, yo, Irv. You know what kills me?
I'm here.
Why is it when you know? And I know I'm making it a race issue, but hear me out, man. Why
man.
when there's a white shooter?
Shit.
You know, why is it when it's a white fucking shooter, they're shocked, or they really have to look into it to find out what was the reasoning behind this heinous crime? What would push a person to doing this? But when it's a black or Spanish person, oh, they're fucking animals. He was a gangster. Right. He had no remorse. He didn't care for life. They didn't care nothing. He was MS-35, 10, 11, and 12. Like, get the fuck out of here. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
why we put him down. He never had a shot. There was no way he was walking off the campus. But they took this nigga out. They ain't even had handcuffs on this nigga, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, that's like the picture that just showed about that with that kid. He
an effort to try to identify precursors,
AK-47,
try to identify signs in some of these kids
gang sign
that would make them a larger target or.
And then the white kid was like smiling in a picture. Get the fuck out of here. That's bullshit. Oh, I think your shit froze. Uh-oh. I think we got fucking hit. Let me check this shit.
Give me 1 second. What happened?
Hold on. Nah, it froze.
Oh, no, I put it. I muted it. I paused it. Hold on a second.
Oh, my bad. I thought you got fucking
A
what is
larger
it?
instance
Where
of
you two
becoming
try
an
to
active
strike your
shooter.
ass or
And
whatever the
every
case.
time we think that we have identified some commonalities, we have a shooting like this, where we have, a seemingly a kid or a young adult that has had a seemingly good upbringing and has parents and they're involved in their life, but that just tells us that the signs that we've been looking at are just completely inaccurate and completely incomplete. Over the next few days, we're going to see a lot, and we're going to learn a lot about the upbringing and the relationship in the family, and how he interacted with his parents and with his mother, and how involved in his mother's job and involved in the police department he was. And that's going to help us learn in the future of some other things to look for. But unfortunately, this continues to be an extraordinarily elusive topic of trying to identify these precursor signs so that we can get a grasp on this before it happens.
You know, David, we were talking here amongst ourselves in the newsroom, and if your parent works for a law enforcement entity and you take one of their weapons to go commit something like this, how are the parents, or in this case, the mother here, the sheriff's deputy in Leon County, liable or responsible in some way, in some capacity here with regard to the weapon? I always ask you, the provenance of the weapon used in these attacks. We know this one here, David.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a little splaining to do here, because a couple issues. Without exception, your issued firearm is your responsibility, and you're required to keep that safe when you're off duty. Now, I don't know if there was a home safe or some mechanism by which this officer was able to secure her firearm, but whatever measures were not in place, the son had access to it. So that,
you see, that's what I was saying, Irv. Like, come on, they probably gonna try to spin it. I'm telling you, they're gonna try to spin it like they spent it on that last mother, even though the age different and the kids is different. I do understand what Justin's saying. But watch them; some shenanigans are gonna happen.
Of course,
that is completely unacceptable for no matter what the case is. Now, with respect to, Josh brought up a good point with respect to the signs, the warning signs that indicate a predilection for this type of violence. There have been a number of agencies, a number of psychological studies that have put out basically a list of things that are associated with acts of violence. So part of the training we do, as you know, is predictive. It's not 100%, but it is suggestive. So my thought is there's no such thing as a person who just snaps and perpetrates an incident like this. There are always warning signs. Some are missed, some are just ignored. And if that, in fact, is, for example, if this individual had some mental issues or had been posting on social media, or if there was some indication with respect to some aberrant mental issues, that fact, if it's in fact true, coupled with access to a firearm, is absolutely a recipe for a disaster. And this is what I'm guessing this is the kind of route we're going to see unfold as the days go by.
I just want to talk, though, about the warning signs, what you look for here. David, you alluded to the fact that, people don't just snap and walk into FSU's student union and begin this here, but they're so hard. They're not only hard to acknowledge and notice, Josh, but they're hard to report, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's vastly different from a case where we see in K through 12 and middle school and high school than opposed to a college. It's such a different environment. And the surveillance is so different. Teachers and faculty may see a student maybe once a week for an hour. It's not like a high school or a middle school where they're exposed to these students for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and they can start to see.
They're gonna spin this shit.
Yeah, of course.
Any way they put it, they're gonna spin it. I don't hear nothing else about it. They ain't shit that they need to tell us. They're gonna spin it, and they're gonna spin it in any which way they want to. They know for the fact they fucked up big time. They fucked up. This kid's gonna get special privileges due to the fact of his mother, and that's the foul part about it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't right. It truly ain't fucking right.
And that's a whole fact.
You already know. Okay, let's shit up us up in here. Turn that on. Been out the way. We chilling, folks. Yo, I appreciate everybody, man. Make sure you subscribe, hit the smash and the like button, man. We've been on this bad boy for an hour and 50 minutes, man. I think we're going to call it. We're going to call it.
We're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up, man. We're going to call it a night while it's still right.
Yeah,
definitely want to shout out everybody that came through. That was a hell of a motherfucking topic. You know what I'm saying? In the days to come, you probably going to hear more people talking about it because they're going to give you more information being leaked out. You know, let us not forget about the case with the black kid that stabbed the other kid. You see how quickly shit is starting to come out that them two kids were straight up bullies on some bullshit. You know what I mean? So, you know, stories change. And when people start to singing, the truth comes out. And right now, shit ain't looking too good for the kid, even though he got stabbed. It's looking like it was kind of long overdue compared to all the other bullying of the kids he's done for what reports are being released now. So we got some shit about to go down in the next couple of days, folks. It's going to be interesting. If you haven't seen it, go check out Raising Canaan, episode 7. It's out now. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do this. I'm Havoc 3E. I'm the devil's advocate and the provident child. And that's the motherfucking originator of the Ayo Big Earth. And
You always say that.
are the motherfucking Rico squad.
Rico.
Ed Payne, take us out.
Yo, you niggas talking shit. Got a lot to say on the gram, the YouTube. You know what I say though? Ya niggas toto, yo shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Ya niggas toto, yo shut the fuck up. Niggas talk shit, they don't even pop. I spill your whole shit, they gon' need a mop. You niggas mad puss, probably got the wild. I hit them up, I think I'm fucking pop. From the Bronx like a mud hubber. Straight gutter, hot piece of butter. Puerto Rock brother that'll eat your mother. Get mad, call dad, you gon' need each other. My flow lethal, weapon, I'm D Glover, meat lover. Niggas talk like you all that, it's all cap. You don't bust gas, niggas all rap. I'm more fact, check the rap sheet. Niggas saw that I smack them with the Mac 4 rack, nigga, fall back. Don't press your luck. I'm from the slums, son, and my gun go buck. Y'all niggas talk shit, I'm like so fucking what? You puss. Yo, shut the fuck up. 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 Y'all niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm hotter than the sun, nigga. Bust your guns, my love, son. I'm Big Pun, nigga. See me with the Glock 4, you run, nigga. This for those yapping their gums, niggas. You dumb, nigga. Nigga, you stupid, my record ruthless. I bang on some snow shit, don't make me prove it. Look at your life, nigga, useless. You ain't bout shit, I get the laugh when the two spit. I do this. Every bar is a felony. Go hard like dog in the yard, this pure energy. I bite, grip, shake, and chew through each enemy. Don't want a nigga, let it be, ain't shit niggas telling me. So shut the fuck up, I'm all the way up, I'm an astronaut. Niggas talk shit, that's the life of a butt. I'm like, so what, nigga, shut the fuck up. 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 Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. 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 Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.